Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today is something slightly different. I would like to bring to your attention the ineptitude of YouTube when it comes to child protection, etc. So, I mean, you might not be interested, but then again you might be. Let's go through it, because I got things to say. I was just randomly searching, it was on ChatGPT, and I typed in a question and it came up. So I thought, I'm going to bring this to all your attentions because I think it's relevant and it's interesting to note just how inept YouTube actually are, and just how much it takes to get some form of justice for the children who are being used by their parents every day, and YouTube just don't really care. So we're going to go through that together, and this is going to be fun. Strap yourselves in and we'll go through it together. So this is what YouTube say about child protection, etc., and it makes for interesting reading. Now, I could obviously take this from YouTube's own website, but I choose not to because I'm in my ChatGPT era at the moment. So we're asking them exactly the same information now. Right, what YouTube says. YouTube's child safety policy from the Creator Academy page forbids sexualization of minors, sexually explicit content featuring minors, and content that exploits minors, including minor nudity posted with comedic intent. Why just comedic intent? I don't understand that particular one. The policy also states content with minors filmed in private spaces like bedrooms or bathrooms is flagged as risk content, especially when other criteria apply. If a video features minors under 18s, YouTube says certain features may be disabled. Comments, live chat, live streaming, recommendations, etc. Okay, for videos aimed at or clearly oriented towards children under 13 or made for kids, YouTube treats data from viewers as coming from children. This means ad targeting is restricted. Comments and notifications may be disabled. Creators must classify or confirm whether their content is made for kids or not under the laws like Children's Online Privacy Policy Act, COPPA, in the US. Why this is still a grey area. The policy the policy language leaves room for interpretation. What counts as sexualization of minors, or what private space implies. There's no absolute bright line rule that covers all contexts. If a toddler changing or in underwear is innocent family footage, YouTube might treat it differently than if it appears to be used for sexual or exploitative intent. Intent and context matter, though YouTube doesn't always make its decisions transparent. The thing that I'm figuring out as I'm going here is that intent is important and context is important too. However, when it comes to children and protection, none of that matters, does it? You can use your children financially without making a conscious effort to do so, but you're still doing so. You can put your children out there and their image will be taken by predators. You might not intend that to be the case, but it still is what actually happens. So intent, I think, doesn't actually matter when it comes to protecting kids. You just protect your children. That's it. End of story. Apparently not according to YouTube. And as it says here, YouTube doesn't always make its decisions transparent, and they don't because you can report them. You can report these incidences to YouTube and they won't do anything. You can complain to YouTube then, and the YouTube person always tells me, oh well, if you have a problem with it, you just report it, and if it breaks our policies, we'll deal with it. They don't though. They don't. They've still got content up there that I reported years ago. So go figure, right? Even if such a video isn't explicitly disallowed, it may still trigger YouTube's lesser features treatment, disabling comments, limiting recommendations, or age restricting. Oh, God bless YouTube, innit? They might disable comments if it's endangering the child. Never mind. Research and reports suggest that many videos featuring young children in vulnerable situations still slip through the filters, and YouTube's algorithmic enforcement is inconsistent. That's what I found as well. What this means for my example, because I entered the example of what happens if a toddler is changing on a vlog, right? If a video shows a toddler changing or in underwear, here are the questions YouTube and potentially law regulators would consider. Is the content sexualized or likely to appeal for sexual gratification, even if the uploader claims otherwise? That would clearly violate the sexualization of minors rule. So basically, YouTube, what it's saying here anyway, is YouTube, right? They look at whether or not it's likely to appeal for gratification, right? So they're trying to make a decision whether or not an image on their channel, on their platform, is likely to appeal to the wrong sort of people. They're not doing a very good job of it, are they? Because there's so many. There's thousands of images online that break that. Anyway, is the video filmed in a private space, a bedroom, bathroom, where minors are particularly vulnerable? If yes, higher risk of policy violation. Well, I've seen the Inghams place secret cameras in their bathrooms. Yeah, that's actually happened. Also, they regularly film in their bedrooms, so I don't really know why YouTube just don't bother with that rule. What is the intent, audience, and framing? Is it a family vlog documenting daily life, less likely to be flagged, or is it deliberately aimed at garnering views via child nudity, undress, much higher risk? Well, it's done very subtly because it's via a family vlog, and YouTube will see it as that. They see it as a family vlog. It's very innocent, so just let it pass. We won't deal with it, right? What's the age setting of the child? Is the child under 18? And if so, minor rules apply. Are their features disabled? For example, if YouTube flags a video as unsafe for minors, comments may be off, monetization restricted, etc. Oh, God bless them. Yeah. You know, if it's unsafe for minors, they're going to disable the comments, aren't they? You know, don't say that YouTube don't do anything. They're going to disable the comments, God help them. Even if not removed, the video may receive limited promotion and may carry higher risks of being flagged or removed later. Now, I don't understand, right? If they flag something as being unsafe for minors, why not just remove it rather than restrict it in certain ways? Just remove the content completely, right? If you think that it's dangerous, remove it. I don't see the problem with that. YouTube does have policies that should have instances where children are shown in changing or underwear in contexts that are or could be sexualized or exploitative, but in practice enforcement can be inconsistent and many borderline cases may remain online until flagged. If you suspect a video or channel has crossed the line, you or any user can report it through YouTube's built-in reporting tools. Choose the option child endangerment, minor exploitation, and we know for a fact that that doesn't actually work, right? Doesn't work. Now, these are examples here of times where YouTube have removed channels because it's been dangerous for the child. The first one is Family of 5, and that was a prank channel where they disguised pranks as abuse, right? It was horrible. But it's not the same thing that I'm talking about. Ruby Frankie 8 Passengers. Now, they were, well, they're saying that they removed it. They didn't remove it. YouTube didn't remove the channel. Ruby Frankie removed the 8 Passengers channel, or just stopped uploading. YouTube didn't do a thing. They were told for years and years and years that there was abuse going on there. YouTube did nothing until it came to light that Ruby Frankie had done what she did, right? So as you can see, YouTube really don't care. I mean, they have all their little protection policies in place for situations, but it's very unclear. It's like they say you can't film in your bedroom, or you can't film your child in the bedroom, but they do, and nothing ever gets happened. Nothing ever gets done about it. You can't film your child in vulnerable positions, but they do, and they get away with it. You can't put your kid in danger, but they do every day, and they get away with it. YouTube just don't do anything. I don't understand why they don't do anything, because in my opinion, it's against YouTube's policies, period. It is. What these family vloggers, whatever they do, it's against their policies, and yet they still do it, and yet they still get away with it. Absolutely bizarre. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about all this, because I'm interested to know just how much you all know about YouTube's policies, and just how much the family vloggers do take advantage of them when they really should be getting punished for them. Anyway, there we go. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more and more and more, because there's more videos coming. I know I've been off the game quite recently, but I'm going to be back on it very much so coming forward. So until next time, have a lovely day. Take care of yourselves, and bye-bye.